Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to determine a location for a known grid. We're going to determine a grid for a known location. And then we're going to determine the grid azimuth between the two. So the first thing we're going to do is determine a location for a known grid. So our known grid is 1651,0006. So when we do that, we know that we read our map right and up. So we take our 1,6, and then we know that we're going to be past the 1,6 grid line. And then we take our 0, 0, and we know that we're going to be up or above our 00 line. So we know we're going to be working within this grid square here. So we use our 1 to 50,000 scale for our protractor. We line up with the 1,6 grid line and the 00 grid line. And first we measure right. We measure 5'1" to the right. So in order to do that, we move the protractor over just past the 5 hash mark there, and that gets us just 500 meters past the 1,6 grid line. So we know that our point is going to be along this line here, somewhere in this grid square. So then we measure our up, which is 0.6. So we know that's our 50-meter mark, so it's going to be just above that. So just above that mark puts us right about there. Move our protractor out of the way, and we know that the point we're looking for is right there, that house there. So we've determined our location for a known grid. Now what we're going to do is determine a grid for a known location. In order to do that, again, we use the 1 to 50,000 scale portion of our protractor, and we're going to go from this point right here, from our trailer park. So to find that, we know we're going to be working in this grid square again, obviously, so we measure up from the 00 grid line and right from the 1,5 grid line. So we line our protractor up to the building that we're looking at on the map, and we measure right first, so we know that we're going to be on the 1,5 grid line over approximately 4'3". So the right portion of our grid is going to be 1, 5, 4, 3. And then we're going to measure our up portion. So we put our protractor back where it was, and we measure up from the 00 line. To go up from the 00 line, we know we're going to be on this line right here, measuring up with that building right there best we can. Measure up is going to get us to approximately 0055, approximately 055. So again, that's our right and that's our up. And now we've determined a grid for a known location. Last thing to do is determine the grid azimuth between the 2 points. So what we're going to do is shoot an azimuth from the trailer park to the fir tree. In order to do that, we take our protractor, we line the center of the protractor up from our original point, from where we're coming from. We line the protractor up to the best of our ability with the grid lines provided on the map. About as good as we can be right there. So we take our string and we run our string through the fir tree. See how the string goes from the trailer park through the fir tree. We follow the string over to determine the azimuth that we're going to follow, and it's approximately 111 degrees. So to go from the trailer park to the fir tree, we'll be walking at a 111 degree azimuth.